everybody, Ben here and welcome back to another video. Today's video is a layout update video on the narrow gauge model railway. On the main boards nothing is particularly changed. I've added a few bits around the entrance to the chapel and some things may have changed, such as the figures and some of the trees, possibly the sheep. And we've got the 00 gauge mainline siding part on the board with the pole. I still need to get some fish plates and so that connects there rather than just having power, because at the moment it goes across but not very well. However, we have these wires here and that goes down to this box, this black box with a switch. Press the switch and we should see something happen. What happens is the engine moves. However, because I haven't coded it particularly well, I don't know which direction it is. And this is very basic and early stages of a Raspberry Pi being in use on the narrow gauge railway. And I need the fish plates, because if not it won't work. There's not enough, it's not easy for it to get across. But eventually it should be properly coded, and I hope then it should be able to work back and forward, shuffling the wagons to one end. Possibly I'll add a uncoupler so wagons can go from one end to the uncouple, the loco goes back on its own, but I'm not sure. But with a little bit more coding and some fish plates, it should work pretty well. We're actually going backwards and forwards properly. But what it is a power supply that goes into this box here with a switch, and the wires come out of the box and they go up into the layout through some more wires, and then they're soldered onto the track, and then they go obviously to the track, and then the switch allows the loco to move. It's just a simple plastic box, some screws on it, and this actually comes from like an early 2000s hard disk drive. Just cut it off, but it seems to work at times relatively well, you know, with the wagon. Because of the wagon it means it can't go all the way, because obviously it's just designed to go all the way to the end, however the wagon stops it, so I do need to code it a bit differently, but it does work. That's the main thing. It's the first stage in actually making a properly working computer, Pi controlled standard gauge model railway. And I've also added these scouts here as well, and you can see here the collect goods, and this sort of works, however, because it's an older model and it needs a lot more power, it doesn't work too well. You can see here in front of the scouts it doesn't really move, and I guess if I'm running this in modern times they're Explorer scouts because their uniform looks similar to ours, but in old times they had that colour uniform. But I'm pleased with how it's looking so far, and with a bit more ballasting in, such as this signal here, which was bought really cheaply for like 50p at a show. I thought 50p isn't bad for what it is, and then that should work well. With the farmhouse and the military thing, I need to do the goods yard, and I want to change the trees to the better looking Batman ones, but aside from that it's all working well. So I'll leave you with some running shots of the Batman 009 Double Fairley Earl of Mary and F in the very nice Festiniog Railway Line green, pulling some slate wagons. Thank you for watching this video by me. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below with some video ideas or feedback. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.